What up, what up, what up? Welcome to the channel. On the Table Talk, I'm Stoney.
I'm T.
And what we do is read Reddit stories and subreddits. Today we have one in the subreddit, Am I Overreacting? And this is about friendship.
Wait.
What?
Oh, I guess it is.
It's a friendship one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Okay. Yeah, I agree.
All right. Okay. So, I'm going to read this.
Silly.
All right. So this one says, am I overreacting that my husband's friend follows us to my husband's parents' house? My husband's friend followed us to my husband's parents' house. Wow. Okay. Why? Is the question. All right. So it says, my husband has a friend he's known for 6 months. On the surface, this friend is polite and friendly, but over the last while, it's gotten to be part where his behavior is starting to create problems. Okay. He's a single guy, has 2 children, part-time. For reference, my husband and I have 2 children. All right. He calls my husband every day, multiple times, even when we're out with our children. Okay. Get a life, bro. Get a life. I'm sorry.
I think he has one. He has 2 kids, right?
Well, his life is following his friend around and calling him multiple times a day. All right. One time he was over at our house playing cards for what was supposed to be an hour. Well, you don't really play cards for an hour. You
play cards till when you're done.
Yeah, not really like an hour. Like an hour's up, you gotta go. Okay. So one time he was over to our house playing cards for supposed to be about an hour. He decides to stay sorting his cards after we had told him we were taking our kids out to play in the afternoon in the snow. When were they playing cards? In the morning?
I know. That's kind of strange.
I know. Well, anyway, that's what they said they were going to do.
Maybe this was the weekend, too.
Yeah. All right. My husband told me to get the girls while he get the girls. Is this the reason why the guy's hanging out because of their daughters?
God, first of all, that's not funny. Stop laughing.
It's not funny, but these stories are something. As soon as I heard get the girls, I'm like, oh, why? Because I'm thinking, why is this guy doing this? I don't know the story.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, the wife says, I finally got up. And by the way, the husband is 30 and his friend is 32. Okay. So they're, for us young adults, they're adult.
Okay.
Anyway, my husband told me to get the girls, getting ready to leave. His friend flat out ignored him and kept sorting his cards. And I finally got fed up and left with the kids after standing around for 15 minutes with 2 kids in hot snowsuits. Okay, 20 minutes later, his friend finally sorting his cards for 35 minutes now? So 20 minutes later, his friend finally leaves, but acts like we were being rude after I left and told my husband so. My husband blew it off and said, oh, well, we won't have him over again. And if he's going to be like that, we're not going to have him over again.
Right.
Okay. A few weeks go by, okay. And this guy keeps showing up in our yard showing up in our yard after work, seeing if we felt like hanging out and etc. My husband kept saying, oh no, not tonight, man.
What the hell is going on here?
Well, yes. So he's coming over every day saying, you guys want to hang out? So the husband's like, not tonight. Well, yesterday was the last straw. We were coming back to my husband's mother's place to pick our kids up after our date.
I know, my stomach is
so they went on a date. And they're going to the mom's house. And let me guess, just somehow this guy just shows up. We drive past his friend who's sitting on the side of the road. He's sitting in the car, side of a road.
Oh my God.
They've got to start this over.
Oh my God.
Well, yesterday was the last straw. We were coming back to my husband's mother's place to pick up our kids after our date. We drive past his friend who's sitting on the side of the road, and he sees us and hugs his arm.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
So first of all, he knows the kids are at the house. He knows they're gonna come pick up the kids.
Oh, no, 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 no,
So
no, no,
he's
no.
probably just hanging out on the
Oh,
side of the
no.
road, and when he sees that blue or yellow SUV or whatever recognizable vehicle, when he sees this vehicle, because normally when the cars come, you don't know who it is.
Right, right.
If you're driving a white Honda Accord, I mean, there's like thousands of them, right? How do you know it's your friend? So they must have a unless he's blowing at every car that looks like theirs.
Gosh.
He's blowing at every.
Oh,
He's blowing at. He's blowing at every car that looks like theirs. He's just blowing the horn. I'm sorry. Okay, I joked to my husband. Oh, now he's going to follow us now. My husband laughs and says, "He's on his way home. I'm sure." Okay. To my disbelief, he follows us back to my husband's mom's house and pulls in the driveway and starts to say, "I was going to call you, but I wanted to ask you in person about hanging out today." I slammed the car door and raised my voice. "This is highly inappropriate. We are here to pick up our kids and you are following us around like a creep. You need to leave now." He acted like I was the one offending him, and he said I was out of line, and he told my husband he needed to reel me in
ooh.
before peeling out of the driveway.
Oh, wow. Sounds like a threat.
It sounds like a threat. What does that mean? Reel me in or reel her in? My husband said he agreed with me that it was weird, but I didn't have to blow up like I did. Comment? Not yet.
Not yet.
I feel like I should have ripped. I feel like I should have ripped him a new one because his friend is acting like a stalker.
Well, she feels like she should rip the husband a new one? Mm-hmm. Okay. Because he said that in front of the friend?
He had said what?
About her handling it better.
No, I don't think
Okay,
he's
okay.
no, because the guy said what he had to say and he just
Okay.
peeled off.
Okay, so she's just talking about
Yeah.
when they were
But
speaking
the husband
about
said,
it.
I
Yeah,
agree,
yeah.
I agree with you, but you didn't have to blow up like that. That's
Okay.
what the husband said.
Okay.
So I feel like I should have ripped him a new one because his friend is acting like a stalker. Am I overreacting? She wants to know.
You want to go first?
Well, hold on. There's more.
Okay.
She put an edit in. She says also a few things extra. His friend has ADHD, but I also have it as well. And even though I do miss social cues sometimes, I would never dream of showing up unannounced at my friend's parents' place. My husband is a sweetheart who never wants to step on toes, even though someone crosses the line, and that's something he's actively working on. Okay, so he's pretty much a softie. He agrees with me and is talking to his friend today about his behavior and how it's unacceptable to disrespect his wife. He also apologized to me about what he said and that I had every right to be angry. I will post an update once he lets us know what happened.
Okay.
Yeah, so go ahead.
All right.
I'm going to take a sip of my smoothie.
Okay, so I'm going to start with saying no, you were not overreacting. I will also start with saying your husband, what he said to you about the way that you blew up, I kind of agree with that. And here's why. You have to be careful with people like this guy. He seems dangerous. So your husband has a point. There's a way to say things where you're not like, at this guy. And I feel like you could have set him off a little bit. And so because of safety reasons, I would have maybe found a way to express it without kind of clawing at him, right? And so I kind of agree with the husband on that. He didn't do this in front of the guy. So yeah, I'm kind of on the husband's side in terms of that, the way that she responded. Not that she responded, but just the way. And no, you're not overreacting because this guy sounds like a damn creep, okay? I would be looking into all types of options as far as protection and all the things. This guy, he reminds me of that movie. What's that movie that just recently came out where the friend just didn't seem like he could get a clue? He kept coming over to the guys.
Okay.
It was like this weird dude. Remember, he had this wife who was a little bit more outgoing than him. And then one day he became friends with like some dude. I don't know if they met in a park or somewhere.
Oh yeah. I don't remember the movie.
Such a fool.
I don't remember. I don't know what you're talking
You know
about.
what? I knew you were going to do that. I knew you were going to do that. But I'm going to figure that out.
What?
It's called what?
The Gift.
The Gift?
The Gift.
The Gift.
Don't.
No, go ahead. You keep reading. I'm going to look it up.
She's gonna look it up, guys. Anyway, what, OP, what are you overreacting? What are you overreact? What is your question about? Am I overreacting? Because you got out of the car and slammed the door and told this guy off. To me, I don't. That may not be overreacting in my opinion, because this is not like it's a one-time deal. This guy has been stalking you. He's been acting creepy. Come on, really? For what you said about him, they played poker for a little bit over an hour. I'm assuming over an hour. And he sat there for another 35, what did you say? 15 minutes at first, and then another 20 minutes waiting on your husband while this guy was playing with his cards? What was he doing?
This guy's like 30, right?
He's 32.
32.
He's 32.
He just don't seem like he knows when to go home.
Yeah. Oh, it says right here, he decides to stay sorting his cards.
Yep, that's it.
That's the movie?
That's the one. Oh, no, actually, that is not the one. That's a simpler one. Oh, my God. We saw that one, too.
I never seen that movie.
No. We saw that one, too. But that's not the one right there.
Probably
There's another one that I'm talking
probably
about.
saw like 1,000 different movies. I don't remember at all. In my opinion, they don't make movies like they used to. So once I watch them, I'll say, it's good, bad, whatever. And I swear that the next month I won't remember it. I won't remember it at all. It's not memorable.
I'm going to find that movie.
These movies today aren't memorable, but I'm getting off subject here. And I don't think she's overreacting at all. This guy is a stalker. He's definitely some kind of stalker. ADHD has nothing to do with it. Attention deficit disorder that just means that you can't focus on something. Okay. I have problems myself staying focused about something, keeping my attention on one task. And this guy is definitely, his attention is definitely on them.
Yeah, he
Are you
seems
with
to
me?
be. Yeah, I am with you. I'm just searching for this movie.
Well, his attention is definitely on them. So he doesn't have any type of attention disorder. He knows exactly where his attention is and where he wants to keep it. And the attention is on the friend and the friend's family. So OP, watch your daughters.
Ooh.
Your daughters, your daughters, watch your little girls. That's what I'm thinking. Why would he get up? Come on, the wife gets upset with him, and he acts like he's the other woman. He peels off. He says something to his friend about get your wife in line. Slams the door, and then peels off.
Yeah.
That's Twilight Zone Psychos type stuff. What's that? Ink, ink, ink. Psycho.
I agree.
Give me psycho vibes right there. And as I said before in other videos, if your gut feeling says, watch this guy and you have a feeling about him, trust your gut.
Yep.
Whether you're right or wrong, you are always right. That makes any sense. Whether you're right or wrong when it comes to your gut feelings. Trust your gut. Yeah, listen to your gut.
Yeah, I agree. No, you said that perfectly. And yeah.
Oh,
I don't
I
really
did?
yeah, you did. I don't have much to add to that as far as the concern for the friend being around the daughters. You don't know if he's some weirdo creepy dude that has an issue in that way, or if he just has he doesn't have an understanding on how to be around people. You know what I mean? He's awkward.
Yeah.
So either way, though, it's out of line.
No.
He's out of line.
don't think
And then
he-
the thing he said about the keeping your putting her in order or whatever. Yeah, all of that just screams red flag.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes people come to your house like for the holidays, and we've had this happen with us too. Someone comes to the house
Oh,
for
yeah?
the holidays, yes, and you're ready for them to go. And some reason or another, they just keep staying. I won't name any names.
I think that happens in a lot of families.
Yeah, I
though.
think it happens probably with everyone who has
Yeah.
a family.
Yeah, I mean-
that one
Well, sometimes
person just
sometimes it
doesn't know how to leave.
Well, sometimes it's okay if they stay. But it's all about you and your feelings.
No,
Because you are you're the one who's hosting, and you are the one who is ready for everyone to leave.
I'm being very.
Sometimes you are, sometimes you aren't.
I'm talking about. I'm being very specific. I'm talking about when most everyone else has gone.
That should be the
person-
clue. That's the clue that it's
is
time
the-
to go.
That is absolutely the
Yeah.
clue.
If,
That
if
is
one
the
or two
sign.
people, yeah, I get it. If one or two people leave, if you had a barbecue, a cookout, or a picnic, or whatever you have at your house, and one or two people leave or families leave, it's no big deal. But when you start seeing people pack up, making extra plates, grabbing their jackets and what have
Yeah,
you,
saying their goodbyes.
Yeah, the card games have stopped, the domino games have stopped, all the little games have stopped. The TV's on, but no one's watching.
and you're
people
thinking
are-
about things to talk about.
Everyone's standing up, getting ready to leave, and then here you are, still sitting there, sorting out your cards. Yeah, something's wrong, bro.
Like, you got to go.
Yeah,
So,
it's time to go.
I'm just saying,
In that
we've all
situation, I'm just-
experienced similar things when
Yeah,
we're ready.
it's-
We're like, it's time to pack it up. We're tired. We want to go to bed. We still have cleaning to do. And they're just hovering about like they ain't got nothing to do.
Like my father used to say, when you see stuff like that, that's a hint and a half for your ass. A hint and a half.
Well,
That's what he used to say.
okay then. So, also, I found the movie. It's called Friendship. You don't remember that movie with Tim Robinson?
Yeah, I remember Friendship. They're out in the woods or something.
Well, he took him out in the woods to go through some creepy tunnel. And I remember when the guy stopped being his friend, the one who didn't seem to understand boundaries, he took his wife there, lost her in the tunnels. And
Oh, yeah.
No, you don't remember. Don't play games with me.
No, I do remember.
Do
I
you
do
really?
remember. They went not in the tunnels. They went down like in the subway, the sewer.
Yeah, but it was
They
kind
were
of
they were going
the sewer
the
then.
sewer system. They went down in the sewer system, and the wife, right?
Yeah, he told her to go first.
Yeah, it was weird.
And then she got lost. He
and then
couldn't
he got
find her.
busted by the cops or something.
Well,
and
they did come for him.
And then he
with
went back
something.
by himself and got trapped.
No,
and
the
lost.
police found her.
It was
It was
crazy.
ridiculous.
It crazy.
He was a creepy
Again,
little weird guy.
I don't remember the movie. I do remember that scenario you're talking about.
Either way, this is
put
what
it
this
this
guy is
way.
reminding me of.
To end my movie thing, I don't remember the ending. Just don't.
Well, to be fair, guys, he seldomly remembers movies. So
Yeah,
there's that.
there aren't any great ones. They're anyway. Anyway, should I plug the?
No,
no.
let's get on with these comments,
Anyway,
okay?
Yeah. Okay, so we have a user here that says, not overreacting. That was weird. Dude is weird. Your husband is weird for letting him talk to you like that.
Wow.
Girl, I'm glad you got some backbone because what in the world? That's how it ended. Someone made a comment wow, that's a long comment. That should have been a post. Someone says, I agree 100%. You are not overreacting, OP. Your husband is underreacting.
Yeah.
His behavior is absolutely inappropriate. And at this point, it's crossed into alarming.
Yes.
I'm a trauma therapist who works in abuse dynamics. And this isn't just someone being socially awkward or a little clingy.
Clingy.
This
Well, excuse me.
Oops. This is a pattern of ignoring boundaries and escalating when those boundaries aren't enforced. He ignored a direct request to leave your home. He keeps showing up uninvited. He repeatedly intrudes on your family time after time, being told to do so. And following you in his car to your husband's parents' house is a major line cross. That's not normal behavior. That's intrusive and unsettling. Then he flipped it out on you and told your husband to reel you in, which shows a level of entitlement and disrespect towards you specifically.
Yep.
That combination is what makes this concerning. It's persistence, entitlement to your time and space, and a disregard for boundaries. All right. Why this man? Do I need to keep reading all this?
I mean, you don't have to keep it.
I'll just get to
the gist of it.
I'll just get to the last part where it says you're not overreacting. If anything, your instincts are picking up on something your husband is still minimizing.
Yeah, he needs to do better.
Like I said, trust your instincts.
I don't know what it is about men sometimes. It seems like their instinct for things like this just be at a one. Like what? How many? What do you need? I'm oftentimes like we're reading over stories like this where guys seem to have a high tolerance for things
Right.
that should be alarming,
Right.
but for some reason or another, it's given a lot of leeway to just kind of build and build. It's like, what are you waiting on? Are you waiting for this guy to be outside your window? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Is that what you're waiting for? Hiding behind a tree at night when you walk out the door? What are you waiting on?
Right.
You know? So,
Well,
bringing your little
to
girls
answer-
gifts, like at what point does this become
bringing your girls gifts.
the little girls? At what point does it become concerning for the husband?
Right.
When does he get that thing that kind of makes him kind of perk up? You know?
Well, I don't. I can't. Obviously, I can't speak and will not speak for all men.
Well, I'm just
But-
talking in general.
Yeah. Well, in general, I think that. Well, first of all, we're only getting the story. It's always a one-sided story. This is a story from OP, so we really don't know how often, or even if the husband has said or done anything. We only know what OP has given us.
Yeah, that's all.
I mean,
we
it
do.
just sounds like the husband does nothing. When things happen, woman gets upset, and if a man gets upset on the same level as the woman, then the man is going to do something like right away, which could cause him to go to jail. It could cause a fight. It could just be something that's not wanted, or I don't know. I have a hard time putting my words together or my thoughts together where they can come out where you can understand exactly what I'm saying. But I think somebody like this is trying to look for a different solution rather than like just yelling at his friend or trying to fight his friend to cause major confrontation. So he's tiptoeing around the situation until something major, as you say, major happens. Like, is he going to wait until this guy's looking through the window? I think at that point, yes, then he would have to stand up.
Well, my question, I have this
So he's
question.
looking for a way to do it before it gets to that point,
Okay, so
rather than blow up right away.
I guess my thing is, like, I'm listening to what you're saying. My question is, are there no other options besides throwing fists? Like, you don't know how to communicate and say, hey, listen, Bob, this is inappropriate. I can't have you coming over. You don't know how to say those words to
Not-
him?
Not for the regular guy.
All that physical strength, and he is still afraid
I
to
don't
just
know.
simply use his words with this guy who's been his friend for 6 months.
Everybody's not the same. I'd have cut him off a long time ago. Another user says, spot on. Well said. Not overreacting. All of this is concerning, including the husband's response and lack of response.
Yeah.
Reel her in, I'd lose it. So that's why it says restraining order. Yeah, the husband has poor judgment if he's letting a stranger into his home only after knowing them for 6 months. Okay, like you said, 6 months. Around his family. This is crazy as hell. Yeah, I mean, I guess I missed that part. 6 months?
Yeah.
I missed that part somewhere, even though I read the story. But I missed that part. 6 months and it's like coming by every day. It's like, you want to
It's
hang out? You
weird.
want to hang out?
So weird.
Come on, dude. Come on. I've been knowing people. Nah, come on. This reminds me of that statistic that married women are more likely to die in disaster situations because of the husband dragging his feet to leave.
Oh my goodness.
Reel her in should have been it for her husband. The friendship should have ended, right? That's what I'm saying. The friendship should have been over a long time ago. And like the lady said, this was the last straw.
Yeah.
When he closed the door, when he did all that, reel her in part.
Yeah, you can't come back from that as far as I'm concerned.
Someone doesn't get to insult your spouse without blowback.
No.
Thanks so much for the awkward. Let's see what else. That should have happened when they asked him to leave when he was sorting cards. Like, dude, it's time to go.
Like,
Bob, what are you doing, Bob? It's time to go.
We don't know if his name is Bob, by the
Jim,
way.
Ted, Alan,
Maybe it's
Carl,
Ted. Sounds like it could be a Ted.
Jerry, whatever.
Even a Jerry.
Chris, Craig, Robert,
Jerry and
Steve,
Ted.
Adam.
It's either Jerry or Ted.
It's either Jerry or Ted. Could be freaking Matt or something like that.
Nah, it's Jerry.
I wonder if he's a manosphere guy hoping to cause problem in the marriage so they'll split up. And then he and the husband can hang out all the time.
And play cards?
Bashing women and being miserable. Yeah, probably playing
Play
cards
cards
as well. It almost reads like he's got romantic feelings for her husband. Yeah. And is trying to get him by himself. But in like really closeted way. Whatever. Watch your daughters. That's all I have to say.
Yeah. But something is very not right.
Her husband
with
needs
him.
to take care of himself. Yeah. Let's read a couple more here. Looks like a Fatal Attraction movie. Yes.
Yep.
Yes, I am no expert, just a human. My gut, here we go, gut reaction. My gut reaction to this is that there is something very off about this guy.
Yeah.
And they should cut him off completely. However, now I'm concerned he would do something if they cut him off.
See, and that's what people find them. That's the
That's what I
situation
was saying.
that people find themselves in with people like this. You don't want to make, like, too much of a turn all at once, kind of thing.
Right.
That's why I was saying I was on the husband's side when he said to her that she didn't have to react in the way she reacted. It's like you gotta. It's almost like you have to baby.
But she could have reeled it in.
Not reel it in, but just decided the way she would approach it, because you have to think about your safety. I know he thinks he's funny. You have to. you have to. You have to
Sound
think
like you were
about.
gonna say she could have reeled it in.
Well, okay, you know what? She could have reeled it in, but that is not for him to say.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
I was gonna.
He's the
add
one
to
who's
that.
he's the one who's out of line. He needs to reel himself in. She was absolutely 100% in the right. I just say for her own safety, her kids' safety, her husband's safety, she should have found a better approach so that it's not to set him off. It's almost like he's a stick of dynamite and you're playing around with it. You know what I mean? You just don't know what's going to happen. The husband doesn't even really know him. It's only been 6 months.
6 months. Someone says this guy's a stage 5 clinger and needs to back the hell off.
I've never heard that.
And your husband needs to
Stage
grow a
5.
pair. Yeah, stage 5. I mean, how many stages are there? I mean, you know, it's if you say it on a stage of 1 to 5, then I can.
Yeah,
I
maybe it
can
goes
gauge
all the way to 10.
Yeah, or 100. I don't know. But your husband needs to grow a pair. His reaction would have me not feeling safe with him. Of course, sort of like what you're saying about being safe. Just leave him be. You don't have to be so mean. Oh, hell no. Not overreacting.
Wait, that's what the husband said?
No,
You
that's
don't have to be so mean?
The husband, that's what the husband said to the woman.
Oh, see, I don't remember that part. I was just focusing on
she said he agreed with her, but also said she didn't have to be so mean.
Okay, so I didn't really hear that part. I heard the part about, saying not being as vocal as the way that she was.
Right.
Okay, so I didn't know that part. I didn't like that.
You should consider a protective order. You need it because your husband is a coward.
Is he a coward or is he just being oblivious or
he's
what?
a
I don't know.
coward.
Yeah.
Check your car for air tags. All this.
I was going to say that.
All this good information.
That's one of the things I was going to say. Check it for air tags, because how the frick did he know where they were?
He know he was coming down the street.
Come on now.
Yes, he's been following them.
Nah, it's probably an air tag.
So look at this. I don't know where they get this from. Someone says, okay, also, how far does he live? if he's a neighbor, it's still mega weird, but proximity doesn't give more natural access. Example, I just stopping over while on a walk. Okay. If he's going out of his way, that's way worse. Either way, so creepy.
Yeah.
Either way, so creepy.
I'm leaning towards he probably has air tags.
But someone, OP says he lives 40 minutes away in the next town.
Oh my God.
He lives 40 minutes away in the next town over and works in our town. Mm-mm. So I guess he figures after work he can stop by and ask to hang.
Doesn't
At least that's his
kids?
Logic. At least that's his logic. No, he don't have any kids.
I thought they said he had two
kids, but they don't live with him.
Well, maybe he should spend all that extra time with his kids.
Yeah, maybe just he only gets his kids, I think, on the weekends or something like that. But maybe
so he comes over after work.
After work, he lives 40 minutes away.
Sure. Okay, so we have another comment. It says, "Not overreacting. That was weird. Dude is weird. Your husband is weird for letting him talk to you like that. Girl, I'm glad you got some backbone because what in the world?" Mm-hmm. Yes, I absolutely agree.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah.
Okay. Another one. It says, "Not overreacting. I don't know how your husband is making you the bad guy here. Where is his instinct to protect his wife, kids, and his mom? This guy is a creep. You sure this isn't your husband? Ooh. Your husband's jealous boyfriend?"
I was going to say a husband's boyfriend.
Okay. Let's see. All right. Okay. So we have the next one. Not overreacting. Mm-hmm. This dude sounds crazy. And see, here's what I was talking about. And misogynistic. Right. And misogynistic.
Right.
Reel you in. He stalked you guys to ask to hang out. So there'd be less chance your husband would say no. Absolutely. Be wary of him. He clearly lacks boundaries and is willing to give inappropriate reactions to get what he wants. Absolutely.
So he stalked you guys, cornered them at the
the mom's house.
Mom's house, right?
Mm-hmm. Hoping that he wouldn't have a chance to say
it's
no.
nowhere to run.
Yeah,
it's like,
you can't, because if you're on the phone, you can make up all kinds of excuses and so on and so forth. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, so now the OP is responding to this last one right here, and she says, "So first of all, thank you to everyone for your comments and advice. They really helped open my husband's eyes to this guy's behavior." I hope so. "So a big update. I was talking to my friend about how creepy this guy's behavior was, and she informed me this guy was notorious for breaking up.
Okay.
I know damn well you didn't call it. Did you call it? Okay. Let me see. Where was I?
I don't know what you're gonna say, but
okay.
I called something. Ghostbusters.
Let me start back where I was. So a big update. I was. Are you finished? Or are you done?
I don't know. I'm just thinking. Did I call you for dinner? Did I call you late for dinner?
No. Okay. So a big update. I was talking to my friend about how creepy this guy's behavior was. Mm-hmm. And she informed me this guy was notorious for breaking up couples who are happy together in hopes he can sleep with the women. Mm-hmm. She told me he tries to invite the guy's partner down to his place, which is 40 minutes away. So they are secluded, and then tries to make a move that way. Ew. Yuck. Let me finish here.
Rapist vibes.
Ugh. I was so shocked. I brought it up to my husband, and he mentioned how the guy had asked if I could come clean for him sometimes.
What? Clean what?
I guess his house. If I could come clean for him sometimes if I wasn't doing anything.
Oh my God.
My husband had told him, no way. I've never seen his face go so pale, and I showed him what you were all saying about this guy's behavior as well. He called him up on a speakerphone so I could listen in, and started off with saying how it was weird he followed us and how uncomfortable he made us both feel. The guy actually laughed and said, "Yeah, this happens to me a lot. Not sure what everyone's problem is."
Yeah.
Wait, no.
There's more?
There's more.
Oh my God.
My husband told him how much of a prick he was for what he said to me and how deeply upset he was. And the guy replied, "So you're taking her side then?"
Wow.
Which set my husband off, and he ripped him a new one, to
Okay.
put it lightly.
Good for you.
He went into how he was ignoring our boundaries and trying to create problems. Long story short, my husband put his foot down and said if he steps onto our property or tries to contact us, he's going to the cops, and he cut the guy off. Okay, yeah. Oh my God, that is so
Yeah. See, that's what I was saying.
gross.
It takes men a minute.
Oh, wait.
Oh,
We are filing a police report just to be safe.
restraining order.
We're filing a police report just to be safe because I don't trust this guy at all. And now neither does my husband. It's about damn time.
About time.
About damn time.
Okay.
So yeah,
Again.
there.
To the husband finally standing up. Please comment, like, share, subscribe, and follow if you like our content. Leave any suggestions that you may have in the comment section, in the chat. And I'm Stoney.
I'm T.
And we'll see you next time to see what's on the table, and we'll talk about it. I thought she was going to say something.
Nope.